about yourself?
I can never answer that question anymore because I don't feel anything anymore. So
You know what? That's fair. Honestly, I commend you for staying in that role as long as you had. I could
yeah,
barely last a term.
it's constant pain.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Mm. But hey,
Constant rabbit holes, constant dealing with situations. Realistically, you shouldn't have to deal with, but you do.
that's exactly what it is.
In
People
my
will
time,
tell
I had to
us.
deal with.
People will tell us all their problems and be like, "Please fix." And then the moment you start advising them, they're just like in a different world, different mind space. And the
They
only
wanna
thing I
fix
can
it
think
their
of
way.
is they know it's not even that they want to fix it their way. It's so bad now. It's people just, they want you to just push a button and it just works. They won't even take
Okay.
guidance. The moment they start hearing it, they're just like, you know what? Maybe I'll do something else.
Yeah, they want the easy route, basically.
Exactly.
Just to kind of happen and then that be it. And it is not that easy.
mm,
In my time, I think the biggest headache I had was someone trying to start a nuclear waste cleaning service, specifically so that they could take control of Sanguine.
you know,
They were
I
trying to
didn't,
be very coy about it.
didn't hear too much about that. Wait, so run that back?
Basically, at the time, there was these mushrooms appearing around town. And it was shortly after the
Oh.
Sanguine fiasco. And it was being angled that the mushrooms were growing because of the nuclear fallout of Sanguine. They were trying to get a business approved so that they could go and clean it with whatever devices they had to clean it. But they also, in their first meeting, they said that it was specifically so they could take over the island. And then they had their friend come in and say, like, oh, no, they didn't mean any of that. They misspoke. They basically had to have someone come in for damage control. And, I would have loved to, engage with the idea, but I also had DOJ kind of saying no, so I had to kind of say no. It's a bit of a fickle time.
Very understandable. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought up that example because that's kind of where we've been at when it comes to properties.
Yes.
And a lot of that is to kind of like lay it out, since Michael is kind of hearing this just to make sure we're all on the same page, is the advice or what I was told by the governor directly as during the time we got the court center, because I'd been asking for it for about 2 months because we saw it as a opportunity to bring we want to create like a mass mall. You know what I mean? A place where people to slowly build up, and you've seen it kind of cooking up. Actually, it's getting run red right now, and ultimately, finally came through, but cost of $270 million. And at the time, I brought it up again. I'm like, there's a lot of people that are looking to purchase things, and trust me, a lot of them. They'll look at something like, I want this, and he told us that it all it legally belongs to the county, but it's controlled by the feds, and special requests can be made, but it's going to be, they're going to assess the property value effectively. Right. And I think it's understandable because I'm sure when you were mayor, you probably saw similar, is like people will just look at something and be like, my building, I got $5. And it's just like,
yeah, where they don't even put any work in beforehand. They just want it before they actually put any work in there.
Exactly. Like, imagine I go, it's going to be Legion Square is now like Oswaldo Square. Right. And he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could create a shit show. But you mentioned
it's also a slippery slope too.
Yes.
You stop. But what I wanted to show you that is basically that I do have some credence to. Credence? What am I saying?
Credence?
Is credence the right word I'm looking for there?
Yeah, you have some credence to the ownership of this property. Yes.
Yes. To show you guys that I'm not just coming in here saying I'm John Library, I own the library. If you'd like to follow me. I will say all of this is just more of a recent development, hence why I wanted to start the conversation again.
Okay.
So, if you'd like to just follow me through here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Watch your step, especially going on the inner step.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, careful.
Oh,
it's,
yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, we need to get that fixed at some point.
Yeah, when he said watch his step, I wasn't expecting that to be the reason.
More like watch a step. Specifically that one. But welcome to the Liquid Library Distillery.
We've moved 30
No
million.
longer
Oh
a
my
functional
God.
distillery, but this is where we typically
Ooh.
used to keep all of our more exotic alcohols.
Sis used to own this place, no?
Indeed he did. I was his CEO for many years.
Ah. Wow, this is
It is a very beautiful thing that has been hidden for way far too long.
yeah.
It was, back in the day, this was something a bit more hush-hush, but these days, I want it to be more open to the public. Think of it like a open secret in a way.
Mm.
But it's primarily
Makes
where we
sense.
keep a lot of our more, these sort of things. So I'm just going to take this real quick.
Mm.
Hello, there's Maximal and Angel.
Yeah, I remember when didn't this came in 2.0, right?
Apologies about that. I forgot to take my name out of the yellow pages.
Yep.
But yes, the reason I wanted to show you this is to show that I am not just trying to talk out of my ass when I say that I do have ownership of the place.
Given the fact that I would be putting a rubber stamp on it, I'm going to reach out to state officials to provide a official statement, or
Yeah.
if something is a gap needs to be filled, I am going to ask for guidance for that gap, so that not just to protect myself, but also to ensure that you are protected. And to give you some insight, I, for 9 months, had marshals up my ass for existing. And, I've seen what they have done to others over simple affiliations. Simply because you may have friends in a certain area of San Andreas, you will be labeled a part of their gang, and all your assets and everything will be looked at, and it's no bueno. So,
Yeah, no, that is understandable. It's best to take precautions. I wasn't expecting just to get it all approved right now. Basically, what I wanted to show you is just that, again, I'm not just walking in here saying I'm John Library and I own the library.
I think the fact that you have, I'm presuming, a key to this place, that's a little bit different than, hey, I used to work here, please give. You know what I mean?
Different situation.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have, how did you get this?
I can't divulge into too many details, but there was some wealthy benefactors that wanted to see me back in this place.
Understandable. You're telling me you've seen Sis.
To some degree, yes.
Holy fucking shit.
He is still alive. So if John Miller was still about, he would say that he was dead. He used to have this rule where if someone was not in the city for 3 days, they're dead.
John gave you this money, didn't he?
I mean,
that
he did have
son of a
factory money.
fucking bitch.
Again, I cannot divulge.
Oh, listen. You told me everything I need to know.
But also, I will clarify as well that I'm not looking to try and get power over the place where I lock down everything and no one can get in unless through me. I'm not looking to do anything like that. Or I won't even do any sort of like trespassing. Or, I mean, you mentioned the thing about cameras as well. I'm not going to be looking to kick up a fuss.
Could you explain to me. Well, not explain to me. I go through so many. Could you remind me what I said at the time? Because I'm gonna be honest, it was generations ago at the speed. I gotta handle shit. You know what I mean?
That's fair. You're talking about the resort? About cameras at the resort and being able to sue people?
Yeah, right. The point I was trying to make there was, the point I was making about the cameras is, hypothetically, police need to go and like put up a camera. You know, the argument becomes, does someone own this? Did they not own it? Is there a deed? Is there not a deed? It opens up all these other things that you're going to have to be considerate of. And it wouldn't be something that you would necessarily know, right? It's that they would hit that block and they need a means by which to have the proof of ownership. Today, police officers can drive to a residence or a business that is in the app, and they themselves can see where the property line starts and ends and who the owner is. Absent that ability with locations like this, the court center, New Epsilon, etc., there's this gray area of ownership that we effectively need to fill in, right? So that when law enforcement does need to do their law enforcing, they have a proper record of it. So where I'm going with this is, you got keys, so that makes it that much easier. I go to state officials, they give me the clarity, and then we make sure that the proper documentation is there so that it's public information that you own this place. So, yeah.
That's all fair.
Yep. All right, easy. Okay. I will reach out, and I would say please do hit me up again, like in about 3 days, because by then I should hopefully have an answer. So, or
all right, yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I can do that.
all right, beautiful. All right.
So, I should also ask about event grants as well. Do I need a business for an event grant, or is that just
You
okay?
do.
Otherwise-
You do. However, my recommendation in absence of this is that there are a lot of event companies in the city, and doing it through them may be worthwhile, you know, just as an interim.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. Hoping to
Easy.
do another bingo night sometime soon.
Oh, hell yeah. Best recommendation would be to speak to Junior Huntley. Let him know the situation. You know, recommended somebody with a event company help with it, and then, you know, they may take a little bit of a fee, but you know, we're county's paying for it anyway, so you know, they might even be able to help with whatever you need. So, yeah.
All right. Perfect.
All right, easy.
Well, I
Okay.
think that's everything for now.
All right,
Oh,
beautiful.
I did get you something as well.
Oh, okay.
One of the whiskeys we had down here.
Oh, Jesus,
It's a
Listen,
favorite
Max,
of some
I
people
can't
back
be-
in the day.
I can't be taking bribes. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Consider it a meeting gift. I always like to go to meetings with some level of gift. You know?
Hey, I appreciate that. All right, easy.
Thought it was very apt as well, considering what I was showing you.
Oh, have you met Michael?
We've met quite a few times.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very
How you
good.
doing, Max?
Yeah.
Being good.
Good.
Keeping busy.
Love to hear it.
Is there beef between you two?
No.
Oh,
Okay, that was very like. Okay, sounded very ominous.
We're two very formal people, Nino.
There was like I don't know. There was like a, I don't know. Maybe I misheard.
Like, need to hold hands to prove it or
No,
something?
no, you had like kind of a like a way of saying like, oh yeah, we know each other. You know what I mean? There's a little.
I think we're just both very direct and simple with our responses.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
What he said.
All right. All right. Easy. All right. Well, Max, like I said, give me a call Monday, and hopefully we'll have an update by then.
All right, will do.
All right. Easy.
Also, we're planning to do a speakeasy event down here sometime. We can kind of make use of the space. Have like a guard at the door asking for a passcode. It'd be a perfect use of it.
That is a great idea.
Another reason why I want the business approved, so I can get an alcohol license, so we can start getting some of the legal distillery selling us
Oh
moonshine.
my God, that would be fucking fantastic. Well, you know, speaking about fucking motherfuckers wanting all kinds of shit and then not doing anything, There's like literally 2 distilleries. They definitely work very well, but no one has applied for an alcohol license.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to. One of the main reasons I wanted to get the business license all sorted out for the place.
Yeah.
That and just so I can keep track of employees through the app.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Oh, and ma'am, I don't think we've met before. What was your name?
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Raina Vergara.
Raina Regaro. Pleasure to meet you.
Mhm.
All right. Awesome. All right. Don't stay
Seeing you
safe.
guys.
Stopping by.
Take care.
Have a lovely rest of your day.
You as well. And thank you for the gift. All right. Okay. That is sick, to be honest. That's going to be good to see.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.